on the computer on my Apple TV, have Cables Crusaders account watching, and I always have my account watching.
Gotcha.
So,
okay.
so that's that. And then we need to reach 50 followers. 50 followers is just a matter of just grinding more. Do you have PS4?
I don't.
You don't?
Not anymore.
Okay.
Derek has it.
Oh, do you got it? Okay.
Yeah.
I gotta get him signed in.
Yeah,
He's
so I
playing.
sold my PS4 to him. Actually, I sold Leek's PS4 to him.
Oh,
Derek's got it now.
Ah, okay.
Because I sold that to him when I bought my,
Switch.
yeah.
See, so this was. Yeah,
Oh, that's the stream. I was like, what is that green spot on the screen?
Yeah. Also, then go into the settings real quick, so you can turn on the green screen for it. Because we probably have to do the wide one too. What's the one? Yeah. Camera, yeah. There we go. Yeah, and then hold on, wait for back. No, go back up to the background. Go all the way down to the bottom. Chroma key. Yeah. There you go. And then for the okay, shot is large. Here, with your phone, because it'll probably have to be further away. Go back up to the size and go to wide. There we go. All right, cool. And then I think that's it. Just hit the square button, just so you can see what it looks like in there. All right, cool. Trying to see how much of a close-up I can get on y'all. There we go. Okay, that's probably solid. Solid? Y'all good with that? Y'all comfortable?
God, I'm right as hell.
All right, cool. Gotta look in the mirror sometimes, buddy. Ain't a whole lot of sun going on right now.
I try not to most of the time.
Hey, man. It's gonna be a while before we really see the sun, so. Hey, all right. We're popping. We got it popping. What's going on, everybody?
Yeah.
No Hezzy Hoopcast in the building. Y'all can make y'all normal introductions.
Let me get this going first.
Right,
What did I do wrong?
Bearings.
So I haven't played 2K in probably 2 years, 3 years.
Okay.
But oh, there we go. I was on. Okay. Where's the Kings at? You want to get this work with the Kings? Alright, y'all are in for a treat tonight.
Yeah, we're doing a rematch of the Kings versus Lakers.
Oh wait, how do you pick
Jerseys triangle.
Wait, just circle to go back?
Triangle.
Oh wow. Okay, here we go. Black Moses couldn't make it tonight, so we're doing something a little bit different. Oh, those goals are ugly. Wow, they literally have every jersey on here. I gotta go with the sack. We're gonna play a game of 2K while we're doing.
Oh, actually, you should be at home.
That's
You should
true.
be at home,
If we're doing
yeah.
it that way, then yes, I should.
Well,
So y'all be able to laugh at my 2K skills tonight, because I really am horrible. I honestly am gonna have to get a quick rundown before I start this game, because I don't remember how to play. We might bring you some stuff I had planned out for a show, but we might just deviate, and it might just turn into a Leek and Schwab.
We might deviate in order to bloviate.
Exactly. It might become a Leek and Schwab screaming match while we're playing this game if Schwab starts winning. I don't plan on winning, but you never know. I've seen crazier things happen. Hey, at least we know in this matchup, ball won't duck the fox. Taking shots while Leek's outside.
shots.
Alright, we're ready to do this.
Let's run it, Mike. Let it run it, Mike. Run it, man. Enjoy it.
All right, how do you shoot? Is it circle still?
No. Circle is bounce pass.
What's shoot?
Shoot is square or the
Or
analog.
the analog stick?
But square is
Good.
shoot.
You still have to hold it for the release and everything with
Yep.
square?
Yep.
Okay, and then
R2
jump,
is turbo. L2 is defensive stance.
jump on defense.
Jump triangle. Yep.
Pass off offense, obviously.
It would
Steal.
be pass. On offense, pass is circles bounce pass. Triangle is like throwing it. If say you got a guy in the post, you want to throw
like
it
a
to him.
lob in,
Triangle. Yep.
and then just straight
If you
chest passes
you
X.
double tap it to throw an alley oop as well.
Okay.
If you think you can do that all. And then square is I'm just saying. I don't want you to turn the ball over.
I might be throwing oops all day now.
That's fine. I'm just saying. I don't want you to try to reach it and turn the ball over.
Bogey to Scow or bogey to Willie all day.
So then square is a shoot on defense. Square would be steal. O would be to take a charge or flop.
Okay.
Triangle jump.
It's still for shot. Still hold the release or to get their point or whatever.
Yeah, you'll see. Yeah, you'll see it.
We good. We got this.
Should we run it on? Should we run it on right now?
No, you do whatever. If it's on Hall of Fame, run it on Hall of Fame. This is how you guys play. Let's do it.
That's on Hall of Fame.
Let's do it.
All right.
Schwab's ready.
So we're recreating this game.
Got that tip. We starting off good. They can see us watching this game. See, I'm so new to this Twitch thing. They can see us watching this game.
Yeah.
Okay.
They see what you see.
Okay. This might be. Oh, De'Aaron.
Shoot the three with De'Aaron.
That boy Scout. Clean up those rebounds. Let's change player. L1 or X?
X is change player.
Okay. Kuzma. Get that mess out of here.
Oh man. Turnover.
What was that?
Let's go.
Look at that shot. Looks horrible on this game.
Let's go. Hey, you see that, Kurt? I just pulled up.
You were able to make with Lonzo. I don't know why he can't shoot as well as he had.
I just pulled up with Lonzo and transition right at the top of the three-point line. Nailed it.
Oh, that's a good start.
Yeah.
That shot might fall tonight, man.
Oh man.
Wow.
Who was that? George Hill?
Slightly late, heavily contested.
Heavily contested.
Heavily contested.
That's probably why I went in, because all his open shots in the
Oh, what did I just do?
Press circle.
Okay.
You're trying to run you're dealing with your matchups now.
Oh, we gotta play that lockdown D. Oh, get out of here. Yo, I won't lie. For those of you that have played Black Moses in 2K before, the man gets so heated about his 2K. It's incredible. I've never seen somebody get as mad. Oh,
I be in him. That's why. That's why
either you or you or shout out Nate Curry. Nate Curry though.
He be in him too.
Oh, he got in him last time they played, and it was quite funny to watch. De'Aaron to the basket. There we go.
The back cut caught Lonzo. Got caught slipping.
Caught him sleeping. They got Lonzo Garden. Oh yeah, Fox Garden Lonzo. There we go. Try that pick and roll with Kuzma.
I shot it too quick.
Oh, you shouldn't have told me the alley-oop. Now I'm gonna try that all night. Like, can we keep giving them some more fouls?
There we go. All right. So now I got the lead. Y'all know me from my career though. Y'all know I be on 2K. I don't be playing in this mode, but I be on my career. I be going ham, and you already know how I be killing. So the scenario is not going to be much different.
You're gonna have to watch out for that Willie Cauley Stein work.
Ain't nobody tripping off him, bro.
Oh, that boy Willie. You might be tripping off him in a second.
Ain't nobody tripping off him, dog. And why they ain't updated his hair? Oh yeah, he cut it again. I'm tripping. They did update his hair.
I might have to talk smack.
Truly done had 9 dudes and
This season alone. Oh my.
Get to the line. The Bohemian.
Do they always call us many fouls in this game? I have 4 fouls already.
Come
We're
on, you
barely
better stop
3 minutes
fouling.
in. I'm jumping to contest the shot.
Stop reaching. Get in position. Stop getting worked.
And 1.
Do they always call this many fouls?
Hey, if only Black Moses could be here to see me playing this right now. Oh, they don't show you the little shot meter anymore? Or is that just on the Hall of Fame? I don't know. I don't play.
Let them all jump.
4 guys, bro.
Let them all jump.
Like,
right?
come on.
I let you all jump. You guys all blew your load.
Buddy with those trash hands.
I'm on him. I'm on him. Showing that lockdown. And you go into that. I'm out of here.
Hey, I got to the hole.
Let's go. Zo out of here.
Like, what is that?
Let's get it.
No way.
All right, cool. I just wanted to give y'all a second to get it going. Now that y'all got the game going, we can jump into the episode. So,
Yeah.
everybody, welcome back to No Hezzy Hoopcast. We are short some of our normal gear tonight, so that's why we're just getting it in on a game of 2K. Homer Squad versus you know what I'm saying, beloved new franchise for Leek. But we got some topics that we're still gonna cover. Of course, you guys already know Leek from being on here primarily on his Mycareer. You know Schwab as well from hosting the show. You don't see me too often, but you hear my voice every now and then. This is Kurt. I'm always on the 1s and 2s, holding down the Wakanda tech
Yeah.
to make this thing happen.
Where am I right now?
But something that we're gonna start to cover. We're gonna talk about how Boston's just kind of been rolling, full steam ahead. On the notes it says without Gordon Hayward, but I'm gonna go ahead and say for Gordon Hayward because the man went out within the first 5 minutes of the NBA season.
I like that narrative.
Dang near.
They're not balling without. They're balling for. Right.
You know what I mean? So 116 straight and 18 out of 19. Finally got snuffed out by Chuck Waiters, aka Dion Waiters, aka Mr. Chuck himself, and the Miami Heat. Definitely, Goran Dragic definitely pulling his weight in that contest. But what's your Schwab? What's your take on how Boston has just been rolling?
I kind of likened it, as I was thinking of a metaphor earlier, I kind of likened it to this episode today, whereas I feel like Leek is Kyrie, he's the shooter, he's here, he's playing for the squad. I'll be the dirty man, Al Horford doing the dirty work.
Word.
You know, while Black Moses, Gordon Hayward can't be here, he's the pretty boy, he's the all-around scorer, couldn't be here today.
Oh, word.
And Kurt is the rest of the Boston squad, including Brad Stevens, making sure everything goes down as planned. What am I doing right now? I don't know if I can do 2 things at once right now, so this might be fun.
You can.
I'm trying to focus. I don't want to lose.
You won't be good at it.
Yeah, let's go.
I'll happily just be Tony Rozier.
Look, you're Marcus Smart. You're everybody else. Markieff Morris.
No flopping though.
Brad
No
Steven.
flopping. I'll be that. All right. Well, Kyrie Irving, aka Leek. What's your take on how Boston's pretty much been holding it down for the chosen one, or the chosen one, the chosen two. Kyrie Irving, the shooting guard, but has immediately come in and kind of been the heart and soul, dang near, of Boston as far as like just leading the charge. What's your take on it?
Yeah, Kyrie is a championship player. He's got an offensive repertoire like anybody in the league, and so that's where he's at. He's like, I'm one of the best players in the league on my own, and now I'm getting a chance to show it. So he's got something in that he's got in Boston that he didn't have in Cleveland, which was role players that are youthful.
Right.
They got a youthful bounce They got the ability to play offense and defense.
Okay.
So he's got that, and he's got a really good coach over there. Really, is Brad Stevens. I'm gonna really just say that. I mean, Kyrie's balling out, but Brad Stevens, like they don't ever have an issue with spacing.
He literally went from
They don't ever have an issue with getting the ball in areas and having spots.
Went from old vet backups to brand new young baby rookie second year guys as his main contributors on the squad.
All right.
And that's something that I was gonna add. Like,
There we go.
Push it. Like not only does Boston have a good balance of or at least I would go ahead and go as far as to say like a good to decent balance of like younger players and vets, but I think the youth that they have is something that that is probably kind of refreshing to Kyrie and like solid youth, because with Cavaliers being basically from what I remember last time the more seasoned national analysts said they're the oldest team in the league.
Yeah, they've been. Since LeBron's last 3 teams have been the top 5 oldest teams in the.
Right now.
Have been the oldest teams, always top 5 oldest teams in the league.
Yeah. So that's the thing about these young teams. If young teams have great guidance, like someone like Brad Stevens, and then you bring in a championship DNA who's going to be the charge of your team, like not championship DNA that's going to be a role player, but they came to be the guy. That can equal kind of what they are, and it allows them to kind of be more of a powder keg and get off to a faster and a better start than kind of the normal thing of the older teams where it's like, okay, let us get our legs under us. Let us kind of warm up and stretch out our NBA muscles. You know what I'm saying? And then when it really counts towards the middle and the end of the season, go ahead and get into postseason form.
Yeah, I mean, these guys are all also, they got something to prove.
Yeah, absolutely.
All of them. No, even the guys, not only the guys to show they can actually play in the league, but even the guys like Terry Rozier, he's got the prime time backup duties to Kyrie Irving.
Yeah.
So he's trying to show I'm worthy of that, because last year he cracked rotation.
Right.
He's been a rotation cracker, but this time he's officially the backup point guard. Marcus Smart as well. He's lost some weight. Yeah. He's lost like 15 pounds, I think.
Okay.
So he wants to show, he's got a contract coming up, contract year he's in as well. So these guys got stuff to prove. They got the right. That organization is so proper right now, man. With Danny Ainge and Brad Stevens, and then all those championships back there.
Absolutely, they have everything that they need to take it to where they need to take it to.
Yeah.
And it's apparent. It's not a secret.
Yeah, they're gonna get one soon. They'll have their shot.
Absolutely.
They'll have their shot.
Yeah. And the way it's looking, it looks like they're gonna get their shot this year to see how far their shot can really go.
Should have bounced fast.
But on that note, now that we got Boston and that whole thing established, this week we finally got to see what we've been waiting for so long. Especially us and our squads. Even here
we're reenacting it right now.
We're reenacting the
fake shot,
the Ball v Fox matchup, the first real battle of these two point guards of the future for this league. First of all, obviously we're recreating it right now, but not the overall game, just the battle between the two, Lonzo and De'Aaron. Leek, what were you feeling? What was your take on it? What was your perspective?
There wasn't. They guarded each other, and I like to see it. But they weren't really like.
Let me take this over right now. Save for 1 or 2 plays, De'Aaron Fox and Lonzo didn't do really anything. Value.
No. See, there you go, just taking it way too far. Just like you have.
But I do best.
You have to just extend it all the way.
Hey, you know what? My tactics are working right now because Schwab just got that steal.
Listen,
I'm gonna try and fire with Bogdanovich. Take it to the rack. Get in there.
All right.
Bogey.
So, but yeah, I think they didn't. They didn't play. They played each other. They guarded each other a lot, but they were both trying to run offense. they were both, you know, I could sense I could smell the young pup, the Similac on both of their breaths out there with all those veterans.
Similac.
So they kept it pretty, pretty conservative, I'd say. But Lonzo did end up having like 11 or 12 assists, I think. And there was a so individually
11. It was 11.
11. Okay, individually they both they both had decent games, and but the Kings came out with the win.
I expect to see Black Moses at least comment on this stream while we're playing right now, because I know there's things we're saying. I've already said 2 or 3 very slanderous things that you would be all about right now. So I need to hear that live reaction.
Yeah, Black, if you out there, bro, go ahead.
I know you out there right now.
Black, if you out there.
I should have texted you and said we live. Okay, I want everyone to know what's killing me in this game right now. I used to play FIFA a lot, and to change the player with FIFA, it's L1, and it's killing me because I keep pressing L1 in this damn game to change players.
You want to lose, keep pressing it.
I'm just gonna pull up a bogey.
Or do that.
Dude, his release is so quick. Cause I keep getting very late and I'm barely holding.
So yeah, it was nice to see them play against each other. Really, the biggest thing to take away from it, I think, the most exciting thing while I was watching it was just seeing them both in those NBA uniforms. You know, going through the motions up and down the court. You know, trailing each other. You know, for those probably 8 minutes, 9 minutes where they actually matched up.
Well,
so that was just interesting and fun and just inspiring to see. Hopefully we see that for a decade.
Pesky defense.
That was good. Swab, did you want to be respectful and speak on that?
No, I'm actually doing semi decent right now. I feel like I'm waiting for it to all come crashing down, but I'm just gonna keep talking smack while we're playing and doing this episode. If that's all right with you.
Oh,
get out of here, Randall. There we go. Push it, buddy. Drop pass. 3.
No, contested. Let's go.
See, why am I very early or very late every single time? Get out of here with that Corey Brewer work.
Foul.
Always calling fouls on
Stop
me.
fouling.
I'm not even pressing buttons.
Don't stop calling it. You stop fouling.
So rolling over into still the save for Celtics, two of the most talked about teams in the league, Golden State Warriors and the Cavs. Looks like they're starting to figure things out. More so the Cavs because they had gone on that kind of that bout of losses.
I've got it right here actually. Cavs started the season 5-7. I think they might have been 4-7 at one point. They've won 7 straight. They're now 12-7. So it gives you kind of perspective. But we also heard LeBron say multiple times they don't care about what's going on in the regular season right now. They're waiting for the end of that pop work. They're waiting for the playoffs right now.
They know it's a long road.
Very long road. Warriors, same thing. They started the season 4-3. They're now 15-5. So it's a good 11. The reason I say this, the Warriors, was it last year they went on the streak? With Luke Walton, it was 2 years ago with Luke Walton. They went on that long streak.
Yeah.
They didn't lose 3-4 games until midway through the season, and we're already at 5 losses, and we're 20 games into the season. But we like to say they're still playing well right now, at least.
Yeah, I mean they could literally win 40 straight.
Exactly, at any moment. The last 2 games they've played, they've balled out, and they were missing KD for both of them, and Draymond for one of those games, and they were still blew both teams out.
Right. Yeah. Within the way things are set up now, I think both teams, like with Golden State, having 2 rings at this point, and also having set that new record for most wins in a season. I think they're more focused on just making sure that they're proper for the chip tape, as opposed to like Steph chucking up 400 made threes in a season or whatever, and all that stuff. I think they're pretty much just in like chip mode. Like, hey, let's go ahead and do the thing where we preserve ourselves. Like, we've got way more than enough talent on our team to know that we're gonna get there. Let everybody just stay healthy first and foremost.
I'm fouling like crazy right now.
Can't keep that hand
I
up.
can't keep it. The hand is always in the cookie jar.
Can't be respectful. Can't respect the game.
I play sports games a certain way. I attack all the time. I slide tackle when I'm playing FIFA. Like, I do everything you're not supposed to do. I take the charges or try to. I haven't tried one yet so far. This third quarter might be the typical Kings third quarter where they just give it away right now, and I'm trying to not have a letdown. Why did they start Justin? Why are all the scrubs in right now? What is he doing over there diving? Do you see that just now?
Yeah.
He went diving out of bounds.
Look at the ZO2s. That's crazy. Just for that, just for the ZO2s.
You gonna try and cook me right now? That front room work? Push it, George.
Turn it over, George.
Very late every single time. Costa, you're killing me.
Hey. Hey, where were we at, Kurt?
Speaking of championship contenders that possibly might be gelling, there's teams that aren't gelling and are actually kind of a letdown in Schwab's eyes. Namely, team number 1, the OKC Thunder. Now, we're only 20 games into the season, so I'm not going to make that big of an assessment. But Leek, what are your thoughts on OKC right now?
They just gotta go through that little forming process. It's gonna be difficult.
Let's change the question. How many games in before we start worrying?
Oh, I wouldn't start worrying until like
40?
Nope, not even that.
60?
Yep, about 60 games. Like
after All-Star break?
What would there be to worry about? They gonna make the playoffs. I mean,
right now, as we're looking at the standings, I looked earlier.
Don't do that.
They are in 11th place right now. The Lakers are ahead of them right now, and they're one of my teams on my surprises list.
Don't do it. They're gonna make the playoffs. They'll be.
I can't even focus on this game right now. I want to run the show too bad. I can't even do this. I need a bucket quickly too. Yeah. Zebo, take it to the hole. Oh, what are you? Oh my God.
Oh, look at that.
This offense is just so stagnant right now.
I have Lonzo sliding on the ground.
I don't know. How do you do like pick and rolls and stuff?
Hold R1, hold L1. I mean.
Hold L1.
Yep.
Okay.
And you can also press left on the D-pad, and then the playbook comes up.
Okay. Cause I just feel like I'm so stagnant.
Because you could even do that to do ISO, and then I'll do my pick and roll from ISO. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
Now I got optimal space, but you won't stop reaching. So. All right. I think.
But what about that OKC game against Golden State?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Look,
yeah, that's a hot take right there.
To me, OKC almost has a case of those young squads where they play up for those big games, but they lose to all these middling teams. They got blown by 15 or 20 to the Mavs last night. Like, that should not happen in any day and age right now. The Mavs are trash.
Yeah.
Frank, that was for you, Kurt. He wasn't smothered. They're tripping with these assessments right now. Your assessment was an unhappy one.
Clear it out.
I'm just not even gonna. I'll just let them do their work themselves. Zebo. King's ball. There we go.
Randall with them small hands.
Right now.
Gosh.
Small handle.
Another team.
It even affects his
hand. Hand L.
His hand L.
That was pretty good. I like calling him Jason Thompson Jr.
That's so disrespectful. He's 10 times better.
See, now I'm very early with him. There you go, Zebo. And Zebo's got like 16 points. Typical Kings fashion, Zebo's got like 16 points for the squad.
Yeah.
When he shouldn't be playing more than 10 minutes a night.
No, Zebo, like, I ain't signed up for this.
Julie's taking that three. Lonzo, I left you wide open with Lonzo and you didn't take that. You forcing that issue with Lonzo right now.
You just talked about how I didn't take a shot. Now I'm forcing the issue.
There we go.
Your narratives are all just tied.
What else is new?
Your narratives is
What else is new? I always got tied up narratives.
Pulling
and other
narratives
stuff.
out of your pockets just with lint on.
I'm pulling them out of my socks pockets.
Yeah, that don't look like Bogdan at all.
You know, they couldn't get that Euro
It's a
work right. It's
4-point
all
game.
good, though.
I'm looking to pull away at some point.
That alabaster complexion's a little tough to see. As Schwab said earlier, he's paler than all get up on this screen right now.
All right. So on what side of the Lakers are
Lakers are on my
side?
surprisal side. They've had last couple of games have been rough, but they were 8-9 at one point, almost 500. I'm very surprised. Way worse than what they are, at least at this juncture in the season. And like we said, anything can happen at this point. But I'm somewhat surprised they're playing good ball, and like we alluded to earlier, reiterated last week, pass the ball. Why wouldn't he pass the ball?
Vet disconnect.
He wouldn't. I kept pressing X.
Disconnected from that.
What was
vet.
I even talking about right now? Kuzma's playing well. The team is at least balling right now. I feel like the league has a different narrative that he wants to talk about. You ain't getting that 3 with Randall.
Lakers call that out of bounds.
He pushed me out of bounds. Yeah. Why do you guys play this trash game? This is why I don't play this game, because all the stupid little stuff.
Oh, let's go.
Heavily contested.
Clarkson.
He's that 6th god now.
Yeah, I just put that in you, boy.
Take it straight down
Does
to
he
the
go
hole.
with that position?
I don't want to talk about the last team on this squad on this list, Kurt, and the surprise letdown, but let's go over to Detroit. I can't. You gotta keep doing this. I'm getting blown out right now. Kurt, you gotta keep going.
Lakers. Well, I'll touch on that. They are playing surprisingly well, especially since I would necessarily say Alonzo's playing well, but that's the thing. He's the only one that's pretty much not playing good. Everybody else is playing good, which just seems like it's allowed them to like have some type of have some type of chemistry or whatever. But that's kind of what Alonzo does too. He gets his teammates playing well, but he's just not playing good at all. But yeah, we'll see how long it lasts for.
And the crazy thing is, he's not always playing bad. He's just like, he's basically over the length of the season. Overall, he's playing extremely okay.
Right, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Right,
like kind of
right.
teetering that line.
Yeah.
I smell.
Good thing he's not turning the ball over a whole bunch.
So Swag Daddy Keon says, "I smell rookie difficulty."
Oh no.
Keon was good.
we on Hall of Fame. Man.
Yeah, I just want to show him real quick.
All right. Receipts.
We on Hall of Fame. You ain't heard no dings.
Who said that? Was somebody saying the word? Is that what he just said?
Yeah,
I can't even listen.
Yeah, the receipts.
Yeah, we play on Hall of Fame. Don't worry.
Yeah, so what you're seeing is actually me running up the score on a rookie. Hey.
Buddy, hey.
Shot clock cheese.
Zero back LOL.
All right, big 4th quarter. Let's go.
No, that's not how. That's not how.
Yeah,
Let me go ahead and kill all that over there.
You're gonna have to check back in with Buddy. That's pretty much your only. That's
I
Zebo and Buddy are our offense. Like that's how bad it
they're
is.
my offense in this game so far.
Pistons look good.
Yeah, I hate their team, to be honest with you. I don't like it. It should be one of those teams that is better than it is. Maybe they're finally showing it now after 3 years.
Well, Lakers?
No, Pistons.
Oh, Pistons. Okay.
Kind of a 3-year experiment.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, maybe. I'm not sure.
Ooh, that defense.
Just to touch on the Lake Show real quick, I think what's been what's been surprising about the Lake Show, I think what's been really the key to their success has been the defense. Like their defense, their overall team defense for the bench and for the starters has been right where it needs it to be in order for their offense to kind of keep them in the game and whatnot. So I think that's really what's doing it for the Lake Show is, and that was the biggest concern that I had for them coming into the season. I didn't feel like they had really a lot of great defenders, but it's not that there's one great defender. The team defense is extremely solid for the Lake Show.
Yeah.
So I would say that's the. I mean, obviously, you have Alonzo and his ability to make the people around him better. Apparently, even when he's not playing very good or great.
What?
And then you take that and then just kind of couple it with everybody gelling, on the defensive side on the ball, getting stops when they need to, having, again, not that there's a ton of blocks, but having guys change their shots, pressuring the ball the right way, especially Lonzo pressuring the ball and kind of, I've even noticed him making point guards kind of make some plays and decisions that they're not entirely comfortable with. Just kind of get people out of their comfort zone.
Absolutely, do that too. Kind of rise you into an area where you kind of, you basically leave your feet and do something kind of you don't want to do.
Exactly, kind of pressing people. Yeah. So another question from Swag Daddy Keon, what's your favorite team? Let's start with Leek.
Lakers. Yep, I'm playing with them.
Schwab.
I'm a Kings fan.
Rob's a Kings fan. This is Kurt. I'm a Kings fan, and then Black Moses.
We dropped a Laker fan. Thank God. What do I do?
So two Kings, two Lakers, two.
All right, let's do that comeback right now. I wish I knew how to play better offense. So I'm just gonna back you down all day. Kick out, buddy.
That's good.
Oh my God, that was the best move I've seen all day.
Two Kings fans and two Lakers fans. We hate to love each other.
Exactly. Trust me. I've been to way too many Kings-Lakers games with Black Moses, and I might have to stop soon. Willie, get down court. Oh, chase down block. Let's go.
Willie came out of nowhere like the Dark Knight.
Ooh, there's a block on Scal. Dang, you fell down. Brook Lopez with the block on Scal.
Get out of here, 2 in a row.
Okay, game of defense. All right.
Dang. Willie came out of nowhere. Just give me that.
4 minutes left.
Yeah.
10-point game, 4 minutes left. You got the time.
I got plenty of time.
You got the time.
So Pacers, let's just go ahead and discuss it. Like, did
nobody wants to talk about
the
Pacers
right now?
I think Indy's been playing very well lately. Their offense is killing it.
Yeah, but did we think that they would even be playing this well after PG?
I thought they'd be a lot.
And starting the season with not having
Miles Turner.
The entire time.
You know what? Miles Turner has been playing well, but he hasn't been that big of a piece so far, at least. Darren Collison has kind of had a revival in Indiana.
Yeah,
and he seems to be exactly. He took over that kind of top point guard spot.
Yeah, I think. For Turner, it could still be him because I noticed a kind of a similar thing with another rookie coming off of an injury. Actually, Willie Cauley-Stein, who's at the line. He, that's kind of one of our things that as Kings fans, we want him to rebound more because we're one of the worst rebounding teams in the league, but we have pretty much 3 to 4 7-footers.
Look, we should have 3 guys averaging at least 8 rebounds a game.
I feel the same way. Between 7 to 8, and we're not. But Trilly had mentioned something. I forgot that last season how he had to get those stitches in his hand, and then also the season before that how he had dislocated his fingers and had to have them kind of wrapped or whatever for a while. And he admitted how that was a legal block. He straight up was very, he was trying to be very disrespectful.
That was very disrespectful.
Very disrespectful. Right?
That was Alonzo backdoor on Willie.
It's just Ingram instead. But he was very open about his injuries, and he literally said sometimes I see balls going up, and I'm like. They're so close to the rim, do I want to go through getting 35 stitches in my hand again or dislocating my finger again? Very valid things. As someone myself, who's been injured, recently enough from playing sports, you second guess your body. And even if you're not second guessing your body, what you are second guessing is, do I want to go through that trauma again? Even if it's not just the pain, they have the best painkillers in the world. They have the best doctors in the world, but still you miss games. Just even being out for someone like him who just got his extension and he's in a place where he can get his next big contract this season. Mentally it can take a toll on you just not wanting to get re-injured again. So that might be a thing with Miles as well. He's been out some games and it might just be taking him a little while to get comfortable with going through, the rigmarole without worried about, in the back of my mind or even in the front of his mind, it's gonna happen again. And I'm gonna be out again. So could be affecting them. Not entirely sure, but to get we've covered our surprises and our letdowns. The OKC thing, it's gonna be.
Oh,
what
Victor
it is,
Oladipo. When you talk about the Pacers, you gotta talk about him.
Oladipo.
He's balling out.
Yeah.
He's playing at an extremely high level.
Yeah. Got traded out of OKC in order to make this, what we are hoping to be a super team, kind of more just like a team right now. But Oladipo goes over to the Pacers. Ball like in showing Presti a little of what he's missing now.
Right.
But this continues to be a recurring thing with OKC though, right? Like letting solid play, James Harden, Reggie Jackson, and now Oladipo, players that at the very least could be solid role players for you to come off the bench and maybe eventually come into the starting line, like letting them go, for greener pastures. Is that this is kind of like a sub narrative, but is that the narrative for OKC? Like the grass is always greener on the other team?
Well, I don't know. Sam Presti gets a lot of talent. I'll say it's more of a test because he keeps a lot too. You know what I mean? So
I don't know. Like, does he keep a lot? Like, who has he maintained outside of Adams that is stuck with the team? But Adams and Rusty are pretty much the only two. I mean, do we call Robertson talent as well?
Nick Collison.
Talent, I guess.
Well, he's just always.
Oh, you cut it, Schwab.
He's always.
Look, don't start bringing up your most hated list before we get there. Okay?
Nick Collison ain't on that most hated list.
He might be honorable.
I've met Nick Collison before. He's a good dude.
Yeah, it seems like someone you'd be friends with.
Hey, it's all downtown.
He drafts well, and then they stay active like on the market. So yeah, he's always able to somehow whether it be grow or accumulate or acquire high talent. Yeah. I mean, it's never been at the level of Carmelo Anthony, and Paul George, but he's always been able to get like really good players to pair over there. It's just when KD left, it just kind of like made everything was supposed to be really bad, and Russ carried him.
Right, and I mean, and that was kind of going to be one of my questions because when KD did leave, it's not like he had like what I would call a lot of talent or like really there. It was literally like Russ put the whole team on his back, and literally everybody else was a role player. Like Russ didn't even necessarily have a second option.
Right, but if you have KD there, then that's a really good team, though. You know what I mean?
But that's kind of what I'm saying. Like, it seems like maybe now a little bit more, Hinky's kind of being a little bit more. I mean, not Hinky, Presti's being a little bit more of a maverick with how he shuffles his talent around. He did let some people who maybe could develop, and as we're seeing with Oladipo, maybe be something that pairs with Russ a little bit better than, bringing in three superstars. Where with one of them you're going to be able to keep after the season, but the other one could walk.
Yeah.
Like, even if we can't agree that that maybe Presti isn't holding on to talent as well as he could be, we do have to question at this point. James Harden has gone. KD chose to leave, that's fine. Reggie Jackson, he did let go, and now at this point, Victor Oladipo left and is playing extremely better on another team.
Yeah. And
right now, I'm not of the mind that everybody needs to be really concerned with what's going on in OKC, but same thing. Like I think it does warrant us kind of questioning it at least at this point. Like, but when are these guys going to figure out how to play together? Because here's the thing: if for whatever reason, if they don't, I think it's pretty clear that PG probably won't stay there.
Yeah.
You've been waiting for that all game, haven't you? You've been waiting for that one drive to the layup in all game.
I got it.
Yeah, as we can see, Schwab's just his 2K acumen is just not nearly the levels that Leek's is.
Yeah, Schwab
clearly
letting the hate flow.
The hate was flowing right there. Do we want to do my most hated?
Speaking of that,
should I run through it real quick?
Segueing into that, Schwab, why don't you?
I feel like Leek wants no part of this whole segment right now.
Why don't you blow the hate your list to the Nose Hezzy community?
Alright, I'm going to run this down real quick.
We would rather you verbally get your hate out instead of physically. So, again, consider this catharsis.
Why are they interviewing this guy? What did he do?
He stayed healthy.
Look at that. 2 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 assist. And they're interviewing this guy.
We need to tell the
horrible
devs
right
that they
now.
need to put out a patch for this. There's no reason why Andrew Bogut
Right.
should be getting interviewed.
He's like the only white guy on the head in your face. You know what I mean? It's that deep-seated thing I think about nowadays. Like, it's so horrible.
It could very well be the case.
All right. Jaleel Okafor started this last week. Got me thinking about my most hated list. And they're still mad at me that I didn't really have a good reason for hating Jaleel Okafor. But
Yes.
these other guys, I at least have somewhat of a reason
We're not mad.
for
It's
not
just
liking
wild.
these guys.
It's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's like your parents back in the day. I'm not mad at you. I'm just disappointed. And I know you're disappointed. In
I'm not even surprised anymore. But carry on.
Let's get right into it. Number 1 on this list, guy I've hated forever, Blake Griffin. Can't stand the man. Is a whiner. Complains almost more than DeMarcus Cousins, and that's saying something. So I almost liken it to he's the superstar on the other team that complains all the time that everybody complains about, whereas I was blind to DeMarcus Cousins stuff for a long time, but I would always see Blake Griffin's. But I'm sure a Clippers fan would see Blake Griffin and be blind to it and hate DeMarcus Cousins for all the same antics.
Right.
And he's Blake Griffin. I just don't like him. Don't know what it is. Moving on.
I actually agree to that one.
All right, that might be a
can't
King's
stand Blake
hate.
Griffin.
You like Blake Griffin?
Yeah, no, he's a whiner. Yeah, he's a whiner.
All right.
Yeah.
So maybe we should make this the no hating most
His
hated
game
list.
is ugly too. He has a very ugly
His game is very
I've
ugly.
never seen someone trip over their feet so much.
I will give him props though, because he's at least done well in the NBA. I did not think he was going to be this good.
No, I'll give him that.
Where
He
he
has
is
been
now.
a juggernaut. Like I'll say this: he uses his size very well, and he does spend time sharpening his skills. Like his handle and his passing ability has definitely helped make him an asset, along with just being a bully in the paint.
For sure.
And great at drawing fouls too.
For sure. Next on this list, you might know him as Go Side. You might know him as Prime Side. You might know what was all your other Max Side. We saw that. Did he get that contract yet?
He got like 72 million.
Yeah,
didn't
Did he?
Yeah. He's good.
Okay. I wasn't sure. I wasn't
he lived up to
sure.
the name.
Look, Hassan Whiteside, first of all, and it was said last week, and I didn't bring this up last week, but somebody said it. I don't know if it was in the group thread or what. But he's a glorified role player, is what they were saying. I think you might have even said it at this point. Whiteside is not in that top tier of big men right now.
No, I don't
that
think
was
so.
the conversation I think we were having.
Right.
But also, Schwab has a deep-seated hatred because he was drafted by the Kings in the second round and didn't really show anything in his time here. Now, given the Kings didn't do anything to nurture that talent or do anything with it, are we going again?
We might as well.
Yeah, Schwab. I mean, let's acknowledge the fact that
Now we can run with whoever.
The Kings don't do well with youth. I mean, it was to the point where I think the league was going to cost child protective services.
all right,
Because we've just been neglecting and abusing our youth. So let's make that
I
known.
gotta roll with somebody that doesn't have any player that I'm talking about. I want to roll with Minnesota. I know I need a three-point shooter.
Yeah, I'm surprised they're not on one of these lists.
All right, that's enough of Hassan Whiteside. Next on the Schwab's most hated list, Zaza Pachulia. And I don't think there needs to be any other reason than it's Zaza. Like, how can you like the guy? He's just a bruiser down low. Doesn't really do a ton for the team, but does enough to keep himself in the position to win a championship every year, it seems like. Almost got voted to the All-Star game. I don't know how that happened. I'm probably pissing off a nation of Georgian people right now.
Pick, my bad.
I got to repick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Zaza, definitely, I would say, probably the most hated in the league. I mean, anybody who would do what he did to Kawhi Leonard, like in that point, like he made the most hated all times list in the league.
I love Kawhi Leonard.
For that,
I was devastated to see that against Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah. I mean, so yeah, definitely Zaza's on that list. And the other thing about Zaza, but I will say, a little sub-narrative, he does remain to be the perfect post player for the Golden State Warriors, as I said he would be. All they needed was another enforcer who'd pass the ball when they could and get in there and get them rebounds when they needed to, and not take away from any of the scorers that they have in any right, and that's exactly
He
what
played
he
the
is.
Andrew Bogut role.
And that's what I said. I
Yeah.
said he's the perfect person to come behind Andrew Bogut. He does almost everything that Bogut does. He rebounds, except he rebounds better than Bogut, where Bogut was a better
Defender.
Bogut's
better
and distributor as well, with a passer. So, but no, he fits the bill for exactly what they need. So,
all right, I only have a couple guys. I got three guys left on this list. You want to play first quarter? This will be done quickly. You want to play 1 quarter?
However long you can hang, Schwab, it's all good. Even after we run it out, we can still stay on stream.
After we just let that
you
go.
in my world now.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to. Yeah, already you're getting the steal off me. All right. Next on this list, I think everybody in this room hates this guy for a multitude of reasons. Chandler Parsons.
oh yeah,
They're
Chandler
Finesse tracked Parsons. Okay, and speaking of finessing tracks, one of my last guys on this list is the same way. But we'll get to him because that's where Schwab's deep-seated hatred came from. Black Moses knows about this, but I think that's about it. Chandler Parsons, one of those guys, had one good year, his rookie year or second year for the Rockets. The Rockets, yeah, had a good rookie or second year, and got a huge contract with the Dallas Mavericks. And really had not done anything since that point.
Did he even play for them after he got the contract?
He might have played
more than 40 games.
He might have played 40 games. I mean, if that. Oh, Ryan Anderson, Sacramento boy, take it to the hole.
And that was over the course of
go.
How many seasons that he built up?
Look,
40 games.
Chandler Parsons has sat out more games in his NBA career than he's played. Let's just put it that way. All right.
I think that actually might be. I'm gonna check that because I think it might be frighteningly.
Look, if it's definitely close. All right.
No, I think it's that close.
While Kurt looks this up, I'm gonna move to my honorable mention for Schwab's most hated list, and it's really just for one thing. I've hated it since college. I've hated it now in the NBA. He needs to get rid of it. Cut that crop. Kelly Oubre Jr. You're getting hated on just for your haircut. Can't stand it. It needs to go. I didn't like you in college either. Leek hates this right now. I'm giving no other reason other than his crop. But it needs to go. It's horrible. He's actually been playing solid defense this year, so I can't bag on him too bad. And actually, he's been showing up offensively too, keeping them in games since Bradley Beal disappears at times, it seems like. Alright, I just scored with the last guy on my list right now, if you know who that is. Trevor Ariza is the number one most hated on Schwab's list. And there's one reason and one reason only. Trevor Ariza used to play for the Los Angeles Lakers for his first 2 or 3 years of his career. Won a chip or two? One?
Two.
Won 2 chips. Got a huge contract to go play for the Houston Rockets. He was supposed to be that next guy, that next stud for the Rockets. You know, that the Lakers were going to re-sign him to a 4-year, $60 million contract, that max contract or close to max for a guy that had barely done anything on this chip tape. And he really never turned into anything more than that. And I liken it to the football player who is in a contract year, balls out that season, and then gets the contract and doesn't do anything the next couple years. Trevor Ariza is nothing more than a glorified role player at best. Let's put it that way. And that's why Schwab does not like him. Because he balled out for that 1 year with the Lakers. I'm shooting a 3 with him right now, too. Balled out for that 1 year with the Lakers and didn't even do that well. And got a contract off of it and hasn't been a star or anything since then.
Every player don't be a star.
You know what, though? If you're going to be as touted and everything as he was...
He was a role player for the Lakers.
But they were touting him as being a third piece next to Powell and Kobe.
No, they weren't. He was a role player. He came off the bench.
They were touting that man.
He came off the bench. And he is a good player. Ariza is a good player. Let's not act like he's a bad player. He's been in the league this long. He's been successful. He's still effective right now. Let's not act like he's probably having a better season than he's had in the last 2 right now.
Fact check.
Did Schwab have the receipts?
So Chandler Parsons has after his third season, he's played 66 games in 2014-2015, 61 games in 2015-2016, 34 games 2016-2017, and then so far this season he's played 16 games.
What's his rookie season? Full 82?
No, he's never played a full 82 games. Never. 63 the rookie year, 76.
Okay, so he's definitely played more than he hasn't. All right, I was a little off.
Yeah,
but still.
absolutely. That's nothing new though.
We might have to end it right there.
We'll end it right here.
But what it is, let me ask you this though. What would you think Chandler Parsons points per game? What do you think? Because that's his primary thing, right? Like shooting and specifically shooting. What do you think his average points per game for his career should be?
I'm gonna say 8.7.
Okay, Leek.
For his career,
Yeah.
I'll say like 10
Okay.
10 to 11.
Okay.
Are we in the range?
That's an indictment of how much Chandler Parsons disappears for someone who's currently being paid $24 million a year, because he's been averaging 13.4 his whole career.
13.4, yeah.
His highest that he averaged was his
18 or 19, wasn't it?
No, the highest he ever averaged was 16.6. The highest he's averaged.
Yeah,
Inflation.
he hasn't played much the years that he was supposed to do more, really.
Yeah, and that was his third year. He averaged 16.6. After that, it was 15.7, 13.7, 6.2, and right now 8.4. So.
Some free throws.
And yes, his current salary is, as I stated, $23 million this year. 24 next year, 25 the season after.
Yeah, he's making
4-year, 94 mil signed last year in the summertime.
Yeah.
Anywho.
Yeah, these guys give them the contracts. These guys offer them the money. You know,
well, they have to spend it. That's league rule. You got to spend 90% of your cap. So, and again, even still, we're going off potential. But I'm still going to go ahead and say Chandler Parsons has been finessing tracks, like straight finessing tracks, because that's a considerable amount of money for someone who, for career, has only averaged 13 point something points per game. Like that's pretty, and has been on the decline since his third year.
That's true.
But but hey, Chandler, spend it wisely, my man, and definitely save up for a rainy day.
I needed 5 points. Wasn't gonna get it.
Anyway, that pretty much takes us through all the show notes. That was everything that we had. Everybody, we can Schwab, you can go ahead and plug the social media.
Yeah, I got it all right here. That's a good time to end the first quarter.
Yeah. That's it? You done?
I can't. Nah, I can't. This is even worse than I was so focused last game, and I can't even do it right now.
All right.
Obviously, if you're watching us right now, we're on Twitch at No Hezzy Hoops. Everything else, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr at No Hezzy Hoopcast. Hit us up on there if you want to talk. We always check it. We like to have conversations with you guys. I'm enjoying this chat in these rooms too. So, hit us up on there. We'll get back to you if it's a pertinent enough question. Leek, got anything to say?
Thanks for tuning in, and thanks for watching us get down on this 2K.
We hope you guys like something different tonight. We've done a few different. We've done a game reaction this year. We've done now a 2K game, and done an episode, and just our regular episode. So we might switch it up a little bit more. Kurt, closing words?
Like always, man.
Go Kings.
Go Kings.
Black Moses, we expect you here next week. Promptly. Schwab out. Schwab out.
Now you got a ball out.
Yeah, I ain't balling out. Look, I can't do anything offensively, so.
Can't get it going. All right.